saw the Fae go down, still dreaming.
What's up guys, today we got how to make a lyric music video and not just how to put the lyrics on the screen. This is an actual like music video. How you see people usually have music videos and lyric music videos. Yeah, this is how you do it in Sony Vegas. So sorry about this, I got a new screen recorder and it didn't record the music Sony Vegas was playing. So if you need to hear the music or how it sounded, just go back to the example. It's the exact same song I used, but it doesn't take away from the tutorial. If you follow it, it'll be the exact same. Just so sorry about that. But if you guys enjoyed, please comment and like, and just tell me if you guys want to see anything more, or tell me if you guys have any ideas on how to make it better or anything else or you guys want to see. Alright, peace out. Okay guys, I'm back again, and today we're doing a lyric music video. So it's not like a video where the lyrics just show up on the screen and they just scroll down. It's a kind of an animated, it's like a official lyric music video, if you've seen those, because usually people have the official music video, which is a video, and then they have the official lyric video, which is kind of a music video but with lyrics. And that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna do it in Sony Vegas, but if you have other programs, I suggest you do it because it's gonna take a long time to do it in Vegas, but it can be done. And it's just, if you're gonna do a whole song, it's gonna take a long time, so just be prepared for that. And yeah, let's do it. So this is my song right here. So I'm only gonna do this part, and pretty much it's this part right here. And you're gonna want like a clean like version of your song, so you can actually see the waveforms of his voice, and you can kind of tell where the lyrics are. So I know the first lyric is right there because I heard it and because of the waveform. So I'm gonna press M on my keyboard to make a marker, and then I just like to type the name of the word that he said, so cream, so I know. And then the next one, if I'm not mistaken, should be around here, because that looks thicker and it looks like he says a word. So yeah, and it's right there. So yep, so I'm gonna press M and then type that, press enter, and the next one should be right here. Yep, press M, and then I'm gonna click. Let me listen to this one time. See, that's one word, the Fago, but he kind of brings out the Fae a long ways until like right here. Maybe, yeah, about right here. So I'm only gonna put Fae right there, and then go out here, press M again, press go, and then you just kind of want to do this for every lyric of the song, or every every lyric of the song. And if you don't know the lyrics, you can just go to genius.com and then search up the lyrics for your song, and they're usually right 90% of the time. And so I'm gonna go here. Nope, it's right. So this one, it's kind of a tricky one, because he said I'm right here, because I read the lyrics online. He said I'm like in this area, but it doesn't really sound like it. So I'm just gonna go with the lyrics say, and I'm gonna press M and click I'm, and then right here you can obviously see the waveform, and he says still. And then right here there's like a beat, and then when you're animating you can like hit that beat, but for right now we're just gonna do the lyrics. So, and then he says dreamin', so he says dree and then min, but I'm just gonna, in my video I think I should put dreamin' as one point, because it's a kind of emphasized word, so I'm just not gonna go dreamin', so it's not all weird. So yeah, so that's good right there. And here, let me rename this. Okay, and that's pretty much the first thing. Okay, so once you got all your markers done for the whole entire song, or however much you're doing, you're gonna want to go over here to media generators, and then you can either do titles and text. That's how originally you would do it, or legacy text. Now titles and text, you can do it and you'll have all these fonts and whatever, but sometimes you download fonts and the fonts won't work. Like they won't show up here, or like you'll change it to that font and they won't change. See how this font's different here, but it won't, it's still like Arial over here. That's why I usually don't do it for this. So I go to legacy text, and this is it's pretty much the same thing. You have your effects, this is how you can change your colors and everything, but the fonts actually work. And the font I used in the video was this font, and before, if I used that in titles and text, it wouldn't show. So this is the font I use. So I'm just gonna type in, oh, I'm moving, hold on, let me switch back to my font. There you go. So I'm gonna type in cream, because that is the first word right here. Cool. And then now what I want to do is right click on this timeline and insert video track, and I want to go up here. So if you look, okay, let's look at the video right now. So if you look at the video, it's gonna go right, that's it. Okay, so after I right click on this video track, I'm gonna hold control and then drag this up here, and then click create a new copy of source media. So you're gonna have two creams and it's gonna be a copy. So you can click this button right here, and then you're gonna change it to your second word, which is soda. And you see it kind of, obviously they're inside each other, so you can't really see it. So you kind of have to think about this beforehand. If you want it, in my video I turned it right, and I still had the other two texts when I turned it visible, if that made sense. So you kind of have to think about it beforehand. If you want it like that, then you have to make it, all of them fit in this little box, and then edit it like that. So I'm gonna do it like that because that's what I did in my video. So I'm gonna go to cream, I'm gonna click pan and crop, and I'm just gonna move this upward a little bit. And soda, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Actually, it's pretty good right there, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So, oops, sorry about that. So let's switch watch this video. Right? Okay. So next thing, I had Faye go in the little text box. So I'm gonna create a new video track. Hold control, copy this again. Create new copy of source media. Click OK. Change this to, I think, Faye dash, and see how it was in there. So I'm gonna have to pan and crop it the way I want it to turn, so it's kind of easier to show you than say. So the way I did it was you have to kind of do it before, and you want it to be like this, but trust me, it'll look good. So had something like this, correct? So I had it like that, and then now I had to go in it too. So insert another video track, copy this. I'm gonna copy Faye so it's easier. I don't have to move it as much. And just click go, and then pan and crop it again, and there we go. Okay, so since in my video I had this turning and I had these still the same, I want everything, all the text to be in this box, and then I'm just gonna turn it all together, if that makes sense. Also, it doesn't really matter about the size right now, because I'm gonna zoom in on each individual one, so it's gonna be way bigger. So we have this, and we'll see how this looks. Okay, so we have that. So what you want to do now is you want to focus on this first part first. Yeah. And then you want to go over here to the bottom, to the most bottom layer. You want to go to the left, and you want to click this black make composite child button, and make sure it has the arrow going up. You want to click that one, and see now this is the parent layer and this is the child layer. So if I move this layer a certain way, this layer will move, but I do have to click the parent composite mode or parent motion. And then I kind of just want to do that for every layer I have on the screen. So I'm going to click this again. Now I have both of these are the child of this one. Click it again, and all three of these are the child of go. And so whenever I move this layer, whenever I move go a certain way, all of these are going to follow. So what you want to do now is, if for the moving effect, you want to come over here and click parent motion, and you just kind of want to start animating with the keyframes you put, with the markers you put. So cream is the first one, and it pops up right. Another rule of thumb, it depends. That's why you have to have an idea of what you really want to do firsthand, because in my video I made this zoom in, but on cream it wasn't there. So what I'd like to do is I just like to go 1, 2, 3, 4 frames back, extend this out backward, so cream shows up before the cream marker, but then fade it in, so it'll be like that. And trust me, it looks way better when everything's moving and in motion. It doesn't look like that. Just fade them all in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they all look like. See it, and it looks already better. But I did this because I made cream come from nothing, so I zoomed in on cream. It came from like a little tiny thing and zoomed in, but I needed that extra space for it to zoom in. So go back up to your parent layer and click parent motion, and then instead of going on the marker, you want to go where it starts from. So where it starts from, I'm going to make a keyframe, and then I see cream in the next frame, but I'm gonna want to zoom in or zoom out this and then center it. So I'm just using my keypad here. So now it's centered and it's zoomed out. And then now I want to go to cream, and then I want to zoom in, but make sure it's centered. Now you're gonna want to go for this. Now you can do it on the marker, so it'll be right. You can do it on the marker, but in the video I did it like about 3 seconds after, or 3 frames after the marker, and that's because it kind of gave it a hold effect, so it wasn't automatically turning into the next transition, into the next word to show up. It just held for you for a second. So alright, so you have one word animated. Now you want to go to the next word, soda. You want to click this, make a keyframe. You could do it on the marker, but I like to go 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move this. Right, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna move this up so soda is in the center of this screen, and I'm gonna delete this. So right now we have, and that's what we have right now, and it looks pretty nice. So next you want to animate the Fae, and in this one I turned it. So I'm gonna click, sorry my phone's ringing. So I'm gonna click this marker, I'm gonna go 3 ahead, click this keyframe, and I'm gonna go over here and turn it, and I'm just gonna go over here, click 90 so I have a equal turn. Go down a little bit. Fae. Right, so right now we have nice. And then next one you want to go. I'm on the marker right here for go. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to move it to the left, to the center, and we have that. And that looks pretty good. If you guys like it like that, I'd keep it like that. Another trick to do is what my movement kind of looks smooth, like smooth and fast. So what I did is I messed with the keyframes. So I went over here and I clicked, let's just go to the soda part. I right clicked this keyframe and clicked fast, and then you can kind of do this for all the keyframes and it'll look way different from when you started. So I'll just show you what it looks like now, and see how fast it looks. Way better than I think just having it regular. You can also do smooth. I like that too for some of them. So if I click smooth, it'll be different, and it just depends on your likes or however you want the video. And you can have linear, smooth, sharp, hold. I only recommend on fast and smooth if you're following exactly what I do. And so what I did in the video was I had a combination of fast and smooth, but for this tutorial I'm just gonna put smooth because I don't have time to, or I'm just gonna put fast because I don't have time to look through all the keep looking back at it and see if it's good or not. And that looks pretty good right there. It looks like a lyric video. Nice. So now what I did in the video is I made a new layer, new video track, and I pretty much did the same thing. I went over here, copied this, and went to damn, and I kind of just moved this to right here, and it should be okay. Now I rename it. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic, it's annoying. And I need to go back to the pan and crop and click over here and click default. Okay, now the reason we didn't have these in with these and parent it is because in the video I just moved this out the way and I started refresh. I think that'll be way easier of just having like a little bit of like same words on the screen instead of having all the words on the screen and just animating the motion. But you can do that, but I just think it'll look way better if way better and easier if you just have different like groups, different set groups of text. So I started with this, right? And basically the reason this is not moving with these other ones is because this is the parent motion and this is above the parent motion. It's not paired with these. So all of these, this whole group is paired with each other and it isn't paired. So what I did with this is I started from scratch and I inserted a new video track, and I put all of the layers on the screen again that I was going to work with. So just so you don't mess up, I'm gonna mute all these parent layers. I'm gonna mute all of these by clicking this mute button, and then just start over with all the words I have next. So I'm gonna click pan and crop, and I think what I did was it just went up and down, so like that. I'm gonna delete this one. Make sure also you don't have two keyframes in your pan and crop, or else it'll be moving. Your text will be moving, and you don't want that because you're going to be moving it through the track motion. So insert new video track, hold control, drag this up, drag this fade. Do you want it to end on the I'm? Then just go like this, I'm, and then you want to go to pan and crop and move it to where you want it, and it should be somewhere like right there. And right click, insert new video track, and still right. And go on this keyframe so it doesn't move. Right click again, and last word, dreaming. And I kind of, another thing I did on this one is I made sure there were no text, so only one line of the text was visible. And so it showed damn first, and then it moved out the way, and then I'm still showed, and then this moved out the way while dreaming came up. So that's kind of another thing you have to take into the fact that I kind of spaced them out pretty largely, even though, which I need to do for that effect. Why is it? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna space it out pretty big so it gives that effect, and I still need to do that for these two. So I'm gonna go down to about right there, and that is the Y center 404.1. Just gonna go over to go, or I'm pan and crop, remember that, and the Y center was 404.1, and there we go. Now I can kind of move them up a little bit, so there's like equal space in between them. Delete these keyframes because you don't want them moving. And then go back to still, move it back up. That's why I kind of said you have to like plan everything out beforehand, so you kind of know what you're doing, because if not, then you're just going to be stuck with experimenting the whole time. So let's look at what we have right now. Nice, and that looks kind of how I want it to look. So basically the same thing. You parent this, you parent damn, then you parent and you parent still, and that's it. You have it to dreaming, and you want to go back to parent motion. Now since you have these extended ones, you can do something again. Now we have another problem. Since I muted this is still on the screen, and these are still on the screen. Now what I did in the video was I made it look like this moved to the left while the damn came to the right, and I pretty much just did that with overlapping keyframes, so they didn't really affect each other. It just looked like that way. So I'm gonna go back to, since I want damn right here to be in the middle, or actually 1, 2, 3 three after, or sorry, 3 keyframes after the marker, I want to be in the middle. I need to have this whole subgroup to be out of the video 3 keyframes after damn. So I'm gonna go back to here, click parent motion again, and we have go, right? And there's kind of a hold, so damn doesn't show up till right here. So I don't want this to move before this doesn't even start, so I'm just gonna copy this keyframe and then paste it right there, so it doesn't move until damn starts showing up. So when damn starts showing up, okay, so we go click over here to damn marker 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna click over here and go 1, 2, 3, or you don't have to count that, you just have to move it to the left. Nice. Okay, so nice. And then what I did with damn is I'm gonna go to this group right here, parent this motion, and click the marker for damn 1, 2, 3, and I had this. I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit so it's bigger. I'm gonna move this down so it's in the middle, and from the start of it, I'm gonna have damn still. I'm gonna have it start in the left, just right outside the video. So you go forward a little bit, and so it goes like this. And that's pretty much how the transition went. Now, I actually do remember I'm and still, they came fast. So instead of having this super long, I'm just gonna 1, 2. I'm just gonna shorten this a little bit because they came super fast. Because he rapped faster, you know, or he said the lyrics faster. So I'm just gonna keep that short, and then it's gonna go down, and then on I'm 1, 2, 3. Move this up, right, and move this in the middle. But you can still see how damn's still in the screen, even though this is in the middle, because I didn't space them out big enough. But what I did was I also gave this a fading out effect, so it kind of looked like it faded out into the abyss, but it just didn't. It stayed there, but it faded out. So kind of right when IMS gets in the middle, I'm gonna click on damn, press S on my keyboard, delete this extra stuff, and just fade this out from the start of it, so it goes. So yeah, that's how it happens. That's how I did it, and I pretty much did the same thing for this. So, but see, it isn't. You see how it's not it's super fast and it's not smooth. So I think I smoothed these keyframes, or I did something. We'll figure out when we get there. So we just want to keep animating your text, and then we'll figure out the keyframes later. So go back to here, parent motion. So we're here, right? Go I'm still, and then this has a long pause, and then Dreamin' comes up, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Go over here till it's in the middle, and then I'm gonna cut these I'm and still, or Dreamin' gets in the middle, and fade them out. Right? So this is what we have. And so that's what we have. Now, if you want it like that, you can keep it like that. But now we can mess with the keyframes, because the dam's too fast and I'm still is too slow. So what I did is on the dam, it's just experimentation. So here's the dam keyframe in the middle, and I believe I'm just gonna click smooth on all of this, and the I'm still, this was already moving because I didn't have keyframe here. So I'm just gonna elongate this like right there, and then click smooth, or not slow. I'm gonna click slow for damn because it was kind of too fast for me. I'm gonna click smooth for that, smooth for that, and then we'll see how this looks. And that's pretty good. Now, since I moved the keyframe to over here, oh, that's when in the middle. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna elongate this to when they're in the middle and do that. Let's see how it. And I'm just gonna click this to smooth because I didn't like how that looked slow. And nice. And that's basically it. It's most experimentation with the effects, or with the keyframes and everything, and how you want it to look. So the whole lyric part of the video I have we'll see how it looks. Let me preview this. Nice. Now for everything else, it kind of brings everything together. Now that does look cool, but you kind of want to bring everything together, and you kind of keep in mind you have to pick your fonts to the music you have. So I was gonna pick like, I wouldn't pick like a fancy font for like a heavy metal song, you know. I picked the Supreme font for the song because it's kind of inside joke and it's funny like that because if they fit together. So that's why I picked this font. You also, when you make the background can be a picture of the artist. That's usually how it happens, or a video of the artist, or a GIF. I made it a peach color because that's the tone I got from the song, and it was a great tone to go with the words, and I made it peach color. So for this song I made the words white. You also want to keep in mind for contrast and stuff, so I'm just going to put a solid color in the background. So I'm going to pick solid color, and I'll just pick orange, and I'll bring it, you'll kind of get confused with having every text effect on the top. So get your solid color and bring it below the music, and then it'll just be way better like that. And I picked orange. I kind of picked peach, but my words are white instead of black this time, so I don't know if it'll look good. Whoa. Or I'll make it pink. Just make sure you have a lot of contrast, because a lot of contrast looks good. See how it's a light color with white text? It doesn't really look good. If I made these black text, it'll look way better, or at least like a black stroke. It'll look 10 times better. So don't follow me in this part, but I can make it, but it's just gonna take so long of a time, and this tutorial is already kind of long. See, even having a black stroke, it looks way better. So I don't want to do that for every word because this tutorial is gonna take forever, but just keep that in mind. Also, okay, so another thing too is like the text, like the little splashes I had. I was going for a 2D animation type of feel, and that's usually what this animation is 2D, like kinetic typography. So it's kind of as a 2D. So I also kind of made it go with the song and the feel of the song. So the first word is cream soda. So I had these animations, and they're pretty much just little splashes, and they're kind of like liquidy for cream soda. Liquidy and creamy for cream soda, right? Because they're white. And so if I drag one on and then put the pink underneath it, I have the black, and change this to add, it's kind of a cream animation, you know, like a liquidy animation. And so you kind of want to keep that in mind. It'll just give like a subtle effect and just make it look professional. So if you have for dreaming, I looked up on YouTube, like, just want to go with the words. I looked up on YouTube like dreaming 2D animation, but I couldn't find anything. So you can go the extra step and make one yourself, but that's just another tutorial for another day. Or if you can find them on YouTube, just search up like 2D your text animation, or 2D whatever animation vector on Google or anything, and if you find them, I'd use that too. And if they're on a black background, just click on add and then chroma key the blackout, or over here and click this, and that just kind of adds a lot to the video. So that's basically it. Also, you can also texturize the background just to give it more of a feel. I did a you couldn't really tell, but I did like a glowing effect, and that was just an overlay I had over the video with like 2 opacity, and they just gave it more of a feel. But that's basically it on how you make a lyric music video. You just have to do this for the whole song. And yeah, like I said again, I'm back again, so hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Later.